At what point in your journey as a business owner were you like, you know what, it's time for me to figure out how this social media thing works? Forget about figuring out how to do your taxes, do your books, raise money, do the actual work that you want to do. No, you are now a professional marketer and your whole life is now focused on marketing your business and using social media to make it happen. The reality is that's not true. Yes, it is very important for you to work on your business in addition to working in your business. But as someone who's been a social media marketer for over 14 years and works with I've worked with hundreds of small business owners. Vast majority of them have no idea what they're doing. Even now in 2023, which is when this was recorded, I still deal with this all the time. I'm actually in a local networking group in my town, and the amount of people that are like, I just don't have it. I just don't use it. I want to figure out how it is. I'm happy doing this old-fashioned word of mouth, hope for the best strategy. And I don't want you to do that. I want you to use social media as a way to grow your brand, to prove your expertise, to connect with your customers and turn those people into leads and dollars for you. So I am going to share with you what you're gonna need to know, what's gonna take, the step-by-step process. This is your guidebook, your Bible, if you will, for how to use social media, even though you have no idea what you're doing. Hi, my name is Desiree, and I'm here to help you on your video marketing journey so that what you're doing in this box with video can convert leads and sales for your business. First thing we're gonna do, grab some good old-fashioned paper, and we're going to write things down. Okay, we need to identify very clearly what you sell, how you do it, what's unique about you and your service, who your perfect customers, not who you serve, not who you do business with, your perfect customers, the ones you want to do business with, and what problem it is that you solve for them. These are foundational business things in general, and you should always come back to revisiting to make sure what you're doing is really supporting that along the way. But take the time to really identify who this is. The most important piece within this is the problem that you solve for your perfect customer, because that is going to be the linchpin of everything, the foundation of what we're going to do, what you're going to do for all of your content marketing going forward. The problem I solve for my perfect customers as follows. I solve content marketing struggles for them. I help you with your video marketing by offering our do-it-for-you services with my agency. Okay, our agency offer packages so that we can handle this stressful, time-consuming, ever-changing task for you. And my perfect customer is a service-based business owner who is busy working in their business, not on their business. Are you seeing why this video exists now? Okay, so really dig into that. Identify very clearly what those things are, because you're going to be referencing back to them as you go through everything with your marketing. Second, I want you to go grab my free content planning worksheet that I have for you down in the description below. This content planning worksheet is going to be a place for you to brain dump your things all of the time. We have a place for you to like brain dump, to talk about what's happening in your industry, news, holidays that are coming up, what's worked in the past, what hasn't. We're going to get a nice review. You're going to use this to reflect back on the previous 30 days of what you've done, so you can build up the next 30 days of what you're going to do within your content. There's a place for promotions, for videos, measuring things like what are the numbers on all of your accounts, your emails, your website visits, all those things, so you can track your success along your marketing plan, so you can dig in and know with data what is and isn't working. So go get the content planning worksheet and work through it so you can start planning things out. Now, unlike what you might think the next step is, which is let's go make stuff, we're actually gonna work on our messaging. Okay, so we have our content plan that has dictated like what our promotions are, what our objectives are, what videos it is that we wanna make. Now we need to take that content and turn it into messaging. This is what we're going to be putting inside our descriptions of our YouTube channel, in our Facebook posts, and our Instagram messages, and our TikTok posts. We wanna know what our messaging is so that we can make sure that what we want to convey through the visual, the photos, the videos, whatever, is supported by effective messaging. Messaging should come first before the visual. For example, this video I am making, I planned out what I want to talk about so that I can be effective for you and get my point across. You want to make sure that your messaging is working, your story is in place, that you have the right flow, that it sounds right, that it's proofread, right? We want to get those things organized. We actually just use a spreadsheet for a lot of our customers in Google Excel, and it allows for us to just organize where everything needs to go and what we're going to do. And I will show you that when we get into the creation process of things. But plan out your messaging, because you need to make sure you're identifying, talking to your perfect customer, talking about promos, sales, testimonials, all of the things that are going to build up your content calendar. You'll fill in with the messages that you will then support with the right visuals. Now, our next step is we're going to create things, okay? So when we create big things, we wanna make sure we have a couple of things in place to simplify this process for us on our month-to-month content creation basis. There are some things that we need to have in place. One, we need to know our brand visuals. We call this a brand board. So like, what's our fonts, what's our colors, what's our logos, what are the themes that we stay in? Then we're also gonna wanna simplify our process and how can we create content very simply so that we're not stuck in this loop of not having content or over analyzing what to put and do. So basically building up a library of stock images and videos and templates that we can easily interchange with our content. And then of course, our plan to follow this is gonna be how do we distribute this content into the world so that it reaches all the places it needs to go. So what we're going to use to set this up to make this simple is actually gonna be Adobe Express. So let's go over to the computer. I'm gonna show you how you can use Adobe Express for a lot of these foundational things. So this is Adobe Express. You can create your account for free, or if you wanna sign up, it's only $10 a month. You can find the link to this down in my description below. But we have all of this content options that we have over here when we're coming in here. We have all these different project templates that we can use, quick edits, all this. I don't want you to get distracted by all of these fun things. What we're gonna do is we're gonna first go over to the brand section. This is where we're going to upload our logo, our photos, our everything for this. This is the brand board for my personal brand, Miss Desiree Rose. I have my logo, I have my colors with what their hex codes are, and some inspirational things and images that we kind of draw from, as well as what the fonts are that we use for our online marketing. So I have this as my resource. So what I'm able to do is I'm gonna go back to Adobe Express and I can hit brand, create a brand board. Now I already have one, so I'm just gonna click on it and we're gonna start uploading all of our parts. So we're just gonna go over here and create a brand board. And this is where we can literally just work through these things one at a time. First, we wanna upload our logo, then we're gonna pick our colors, and then we're gonna identify our font. This is so easy to do. You just have to have all these files ready. Now, this is my brand board that I have already. I have my logo that's uploaded here. I have my brand colors. I can like click here. This is where I talk about the colors are so important. You just hit this number, click here. You can paste in what that specific one is and save it. Obviously, I already have mine, so it's a little different because I've already built mine. You can delete if you need to. You can also set one to be your primary. My purple is my primary. And what's kind of nice is it also gives you these like extra things that you can work from that can give you like these are complementary colors. They're the ones that we're gonna see like right here, here, and here. And they're complementary if like you're trying to find colors that work well with it. But we have all of our brand colors in here. And then we also have our fonts. So I use Roboto Light for a lot of my graphics. I also use the Proxima Nova, and I have this other font with Jenna Sue. As you can see, I have like my heading, my body, all this. So this is like I'm making a graphic in Adobe Express, like my header looks a specific way, my body looks a specific way, and then if I have extras with this, my curly font, it works well. As we scroll down, based on the information I put in, it kind of gives me some ideas. Like this is what this is gonna look like in these situations. This is sort of like what your logo looks like, and if you're gonna use our different headers and tools that are in here. So we create our brand board in here. And what's nice is the collaboration opportunities that you have with Adobe Express. So I can invite the members of my team to collaborate on this so that they can easily access it as well. If like I have like a VA, an assistant, a marketing manager, just someone that's helping me to execute on these things. So the next place that we wanna go to is our libraries. So what we're wanting to do is build a library of templates and reference material that we can always turn to. I have a couple of examples of like a client that we've created a bunch of templates for that we use over and over again. If I want to collect a library of photos that we use for different situations, I can do that. So when I create my library, I can create my library here. All right, and I'm just going to have this collection for where I'm going to put the vast majority of the designs that I'm going to work on. Now, what I have here is I can find my templates that I want to do. So I can add templates from projects that I have created. Now, if you have not done this, this is where we're going to create something from scratch, then we can add it into our library later. So I have a quote that I want to turn into a graphic. So I can literally just look through all these options, or I can just search, like I want a quote graphic. And then I can just kind of see all of these different options that I have available to me for creating the one I want. Now this is for me to put up on Instagram so that I can have it in there. And I'm just trying to kind of see, like, is there a design I really like that I could sort of use for this design? And nothing's really speaking to me except for this one that was right here at the top. So I'm just gonna select this one, and it's gonna be created as well, and I can put it into a project. So now that I'm in here, I'm going to go resize my graphics. I'm gonna resize it because I always love to do everything in the Instagram portrait size. So then I can go over and I can start applying my different design elements that I want. If I want to add my logo in, I can go over here, collect my colors if I want to to add and apply those, I can switch to this brand. So once I have a size what I want, I can go over here to design, and I even have more options of what I can choose from if I'm looking for something that looks sort of different, which I am, honestly. So I can just go over here. I think I'm gonna pick this one. So when I'm in here, I can go up here and select colors, and I can apply the Desiree Martinez brand colors, and I can kind of shuffle through it, or I can just change them to the specific colors that I might want. I can go in here and select the brand that I want. I have them here at the top, as you can see, so it just makes it really easy to load these in. Now I wanna go get my quote, so I'm gonna go to my spreadsheet. Like I said, I use this spreadsheet for planning out all of my content. I have them broken down by date. I have them broken down by platform here at the top. So I have this one here. This is the quote I wanna use. I am a business owner who is a creator. I'm not a creator trying to build a business. So I'm gonna go in here, and I'm gonna paste it over here on the side. So I literally just went in and adjusted all the things. I deleted the background, changed it to simple white, and did it. I'm not sure I love it yet. I might switch it around a little. I might do this instead. Like I said, so it's just a matter of playing with the design the way you want it to look by adjusting, but by having the brand colors already in there, it makes it really easy for you to streamline through this process really easily. So I have my graphic that I wanted to make from it. If I wanted to make this a carousel or like make more of it, I have these little plus signs where I can add a page or duplicate it. I have a lot of different options. I definitely want to resave this. Okay, so I renamed the project file so it has the name I want it to. I'm gonna just choose to download this so I have it, or I can do the next step in our schedule of things to do, which is we want to schedule it out to where it needs to go. So what's nice is I can just click schedule, and I can automatically select the accounts that I want it to go to. And then I'm gonna be able to write my caption, which again, I already have placed right here. This is why planning your content is so important. Instagram does not, it reads better with a little bit of spacing in between it. So in this case, I'm just gonna send it up to my LinkedIn account. So I've selected this to go to my LinkedIn. I have my caption where I want to go. I love the way the graphic looks. I'm just going to schedule it to go up at a specific time. Okay, so now that I have it all set up to schedule where I want to go, I'm gonna put this up on LinkedIn. I'm going to go here, change my time to like when I want it to publish. I'm gonna hit done and just hit this big purple schedule button, and it's gonna go where it needs to go. And what's nice is that it also shows up here on my calendar so I can see. So it's a great way for you to streamline your process, create everything in one place, and then schedule it out to where it needs to go. The last thing that we do is measure our success for what we're doing with all of this. This is why it's important to take the time every month to analyze what's going on. Go look at your analytics in your Meta Business Suite or whatever platform you're deciding to go on, and look at what the native analytics are that are available to you, and see what content performed best, what content didn't do so well. That way you can know if you're measuring against your goal, what was a good measurement for you. One of the things that you're definitely gonna probably face is like what happens when someone doesn't engage with a post or it's not doing very well. Watch this video that I have right here where I break down for you exactly what to do.